Good evening, guys. It's UD. I decided to record this video because a lot of guys asking UD, could you show please how you are connecting the real devices to Unified Networking Club? Because we have it's a lot of devices which cannot be emulated into UNL. It's like an access point. It can be IP telephone. Yeah, that's why we need to UNL Cloud. What we need for it. So Um, I got both actually. I bought one such device. It is my desktop PC and it has only a single Ethernet adapter. And I bought another one which I will use to connect to my real switch. And yeah, it's pretty cheap. It's less than £10. Yeah, it's a gigabit Ethernet adapter. I have a similar one. And another, I have the real 3560 series switch of 24 ports and 110 PoE. It's pretty old, but it's still very useful, and we can connect it to our for our needs and connect to Unified Networking Club. Let's do it. So the second and the very important thing, let's go to so let me show that where is that adapter is. When I connected it, yeah, you can see this is my network. It's built in my desktop. It's an Intel Gigabit Ethernet, but that one guy, ASICs gigabit, and you can see it is a USB 3 0 gigabit Ethernet adapter. So I have two Ethernets here, and we are going to edit the VMware workstation. So these important points, and follow me carefully. So I'm going to edit virtual network editor, and we see actually and for edit these settings, and look at this button, change the settings. So as you see, my first adapter is connected to management, and it is my home LAN, which is 172.25.1.0. But the second adapter, which will be PNet1 as a cloud inside of Unified Networking Lab, PNet1 will be connected to new USB Ethernet. So what I'm going to do, my VMnet1 is not used yet. Yeah, you have to be sure that there is a connected. Yeah, you have to be sure because you can see this adapter here. The VMnet1 should be visible as a network adapter, otherwise it will not work. So the connected should be, it is mandatory, okay? And I'm going what to do. So I'm going to bridge my VMnet1 with a new adapter, which will be USB 3.0, right? Right, I'm saying apply, and that's fine. So we bridged a VMnet1. The next step, I'm going to change my second adapter in my UNL machine. I'm going to change, it will be VMnet1 because it is bridged with new network adapter, right? Right. Good. So we are ready to start machine. I'm going to pause. So here we are. So I can't show you. Yeah, it's about my USB Ethernet is connected to the switch port, port 024. So this is a real console of the yeah, it is real console. So let's start the lab. Yeah, it's because we are configured. So this is a port which will be configured for our Unified Networking Club. Let's jump in. So 172.25.15, and this is my Unified. And let's create a new lab, and we will connect to the real switch. Add a new lab. Lab is real 3560. The version one. Good. Okay, I'm going. Let's jump in and let's choose a node. So I'm going. I would like to connect. It will be Cisco VIS router. I'm going to choose maybe two guys here, and that's it. Yeah, and we have the VIS1 and VIS. So we will interconnect and run some, for testing purposes, we'll run some routing protocol between these two guys and real device. I will show you. So the next very important step, now we have to choose the network which will be connected to the switch. It is not a type of bridge. It is, as you remember, the second adapter responds to the PNet1. So I'm choosing the PNet1. You can can see here in edit settings, it is that one guy, VMnet1, responding to the PNet1. So I'm calling them SV3560-F0/24. This support where I'm connected, all right, in the real device. And the one more network is necessary between these two guys. Okay, that can be a net name. And I'm starting to connect nodes. Yeah. So it is VIOS. Yeah, it's the first one will be connected. Gigabit 00 will be connected to the switch, and gigabit 1 will go to second router. So save, and the second router will be connected to the net as well. So here we are, and our lab is done, right? I'm going to start this lab now, and we'll go to pause. So more actions and the start nodes. So I'm back, and my nodes should be up. Let's try. So the first VIS, it will be connected to the switch. Okay, so what interface? Okay, let's configure something. So interface, okay, host R1 will be connect interface gigabit 00. IP address will be 192.168.100 and let's say 10 255.255.255.0. Good. No shoot, right? And the interface gigabit 01 will be 01 will be IP address of 10.111.255.255.255. It will be facing to a second router. No shoot, exit. Okay, it's quite enough. And so let's do this guy. Enable conft interface gigabit 00. IP address will be 10.111.2. 255.255.0. No shoot. And we can do, I think, the another one. It's a for routing. Yeah, it's a host R2. And interface loop x0. IP address could be, let's say 555, 255, 255, 255, and 255. Okay. And we are. So here we are. The two routers are configured. Let's jump into the switch. As you remember, I configured to show IP interface brief. And you can see I configured that one IP address on my gigabit 00. I'm going to switch, and let's say it will be, and we will make this connection within a VLAN. So I'm going to create a VLAN 100, okay, and the interface VLAN 100, and IP address will be 092.168, 100 and 100, 255, 255, 255, and 0. Good, good. So good, and the last thing we have to assign the fast Ethernet 024 to the VLANs 100. So interface F424 switch port mode access switch port access VLAN 100, and we are. So it's done. Let's check now the connectivity. So the first and most interesting thing, of course, you will ask, show CDP neighbors. Let's do, and look at this. So the timeout is holding of timeout is not, it's next, in next show it will be just one. As you see, device R1 is visible and connected gigabit 00 port is connected to the fast Ethernet, and with this, that's what we are seeing now on the switch, guys. You are seeing that on the switch. If you are going to VIOS and do show CDP neighbors, and you will see what? You are seeing the two neighbors, which is real switch, connected gigabit local interface, connected where? To the port 24. Let's try the connectivity to ping. So 192.168.100, and we got IP address, which is 10. Good. Cool. Look at this. So show IP interface brief. So maybe I have a loop. Yeah, I have a loop here. So the next step is I'm going to assign the simple protocol. Yeah, it's let's do AHRP maybe. Okay, let's do. So let's start from switch then. Okay, so conf, the IP routing should be on, remember. So router EIGRP 10. So network we have all two 0, and we have network 192.168.100.0 and mask is 24. And we are good. Jump to the second router EIGRP 10, and we have a network 10 0, and the mask is 24, and we have a network 192.168.100.0 and mask 24, and we are. So look at this, the adjacency are coming up, it's starting to communicate with the switch, right? And the last one, the VIS left, and count the router GRPO10. We have a loopback network, it's 5555000, and we have a network which is 10 0, and mask is 24. Good. And you see the adjacency is going from the R1. So let's try to test now. Show IP route. And look at this. You can see that your EIGRP working just perfect. So the layer 3 connectivity between switch, real switch, and internal devices inside of the UNL lab was pretty easy to do. Unfortunately, I have to say that we cannot configure like a switch if we are choosing the switch on inside of UNL here, and the switch on the other side. The spanning tree trunk within a VMware workstation will not work. You have to be the ESXi server. ESXi server interfaces and ESXi itself, allowing to do the spanning tree, and you will see your switch, and these guys, real switch with internal switch inside of UNL will do the spanning tree, and you can do a trunk between them. Unfortunately, it's not possible here in a VMware machine. So, but it is quite enough. Yeah, it's actually to get the connectivities even in layer 3 level. Yeah, it's because access points can communicate in layer 3 level. Yeah, it's using the flex connect, whatever you need. So, and if I'm going to ping just for testing, this is a loopback of the R2, which is VIS2, and you can see that everything is fine. The same back. I'm going to ping to what was, yeah, all twos and a switch, and you can see the communication is good. I think it was informative for you, and thank you for viewing.